Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Quadash. Double honor to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, the great millstone. Shalom, mercy, and safety to all of the Akim on the highways and byways, preaching the word in sincerity and in truth, and a healthy shalom to the elect. All right, my name is Rawai, and I'm back with another quick lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, it is edifying. All right, this will be the third installment of my quick hitter series that Lord willing, I'll be doing more of. All right, and I just wanted to bring this out real quick. Again, this is a quick hitter series. They'll be quick. I'll be adding these in, Lord willing, as I go, throughout the day and days, man. In Babylon the Great, we ought to report on the news. So I just wanted to provide a quick update of what happened in Madrid. Okay. So I'm going to play this really quick video, and I'll get to the scriptures and we'll close out. Because we are supposed to give the warning, right? People see this in the world. They see it. They don't really pay much attention to it, and a lot of people are seeing that this could definitely happen in America, but the majority of the people are still asleep. They don't think that something of this magnitude can happen here, and they think if it does happen here, it'll be resolved fast. All right, but we feel otherwise. We feel it's coordinated what they'll be doing in America, and the title of this lesson will be called "Coming to America." Okay, because what they're going to do, they're going to hit this grid. Okay, they're going to hit this grid, and all-out chaos is going to happen. You're going to have millions and millions of people die, right? Because if the grid is hit and there's not power for a certain amount of time, you have backup grids. Now, the faster they bring it up, the less casualties. Meaning, the faster they power this place back up, less casualties. The longer the grid is down, the more casualties. Okay, we feel like they're going to plunge this place into utter chaos. Okay, and so let me play this real quick. This happened in Madrid a couple of days ago, and it's coming to America, so get ready.
Madrid is reeling after a massive blackout swept across Spain and Portugal, plunging millions into darkness. Now the city's residents are in a frenzy, rushing to stock up on emergency supplies as fear of another crisis grips the capital. On April 28th, 2025, Spain and Portugal were hit by a historic blackout, knocking out power, internet, and phone services. In Madrid, the chaos was immediate. Metros stopped, traffic lights went dark, and hospitals scrambled to switch to generators. The outage, which lasted hours, disrupted everything from flights to retail, with internet traffic plummeting by up to 80%. While power's mostly back, the panic hasn't faded. Across Madrid, shops are seeing a surge in demand for emergency gear. Store shelves are being cleared of flashlights, batteries, gas stoves, and even survival kits. One hardware store manager said, "People are scared. They're grabbing camping cookers, gas bottles, anything that doesn't need electricity. Rechargeable isn't cutting it anymore." At one central Madrid shop, sales of emergency kits have spiked nearly 50% since the blackout. These kits, packed with torches, knives, thermal blankets, and even tourniquets, are flying out the door.
A very complete kit is much more complete.
All right, really quick. Don't want to play that whole video. You can go check this out on your own. It's just a couple more minutes. But again, they're reporting on the blackout that happened in Madrid and the panic, the chaos that ensued in 18 hours. Now, their power was back up in 18 hours. Okay, but they mentioned the chaos that happened within that time. Okay, people panicking. People have since, again, buying these kits because they were warned. They were actually warned. Look, we could experienced a 3-day blackout or whatever, okay? But then it was out for 18 hours. So again, just imagine how bad it can get if the grid is down for 24 hours, okay? 48 hours, 72 hours, okay? Things are going to get bad and people are going to panic. Now, mind you, yeah, this reporting is coming from the Times Now World, all right? Website, YouTube page, okay? But the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have been warning the people about a collapse for many, many years. Many, many years, okay? And the different ways that the collapse can come. That a collapse can come and will come. Okay, they shut the world down with the C-19. Okay, things got crazy for a while. All right? But again, this is coming to America, man. Okay? This is coming to America, and America is going to get wild out here. Okay, thus saith the scriptures. And the spirit on the people of America is just it's a lot different. Okay? So we feel things are going to get very chaotic fast because people start to panic. All right? People are going to panic. All right? So again, we ought to report the news, man, and that's what we're doing. The prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, starting with Apostle on down, have been, reporting, warning the people for many, many, many years. You ain't gonna be able to say you ain't heard. All right. Let me. I got something. You know what? Let me stay here. I was thinking of something else, but let's go to 2 Timothy real quick. 2 Timothy 3:1, and it reads, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." Okay? We are in the last days. Okay? And perilous times are coming. Okay? We're looking at blackouts. We're looking at the grid being hit. We're looking at the power going down. Okay? People are going to panic. All right? We are in the last of the last days without a shadow of a doubt. All right? So that's what people need to recognize. All right? People got to recognize the times that we're in. All right? It says, let me see, Salakia, hold on. Salakia, yeah, man. So, 2 Timothy 3:1 again. "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." Okay? The grid being hit, a power outage, okay, will push this place into utter and complete chaos. Okay? Perilous times. People are going to panic. And I feel like I said a second ago, in America, people are going to panic faster. They're not going to wait. Like, people are going to, we seen the grid go out in New York City before. All right? But imagine the whole country. Imagine half of the country. All right? People start looting. People get to it fast. People ain't waiting. That grid down for a certain amount of hours and people see an opportunity, they creeping through your windows, they looting these stores. All right? So perilous times are on the horizon. All right? Perilous times are coming, man. Okay? Let's go here really quick. Let me look something up. All right? Because the people here, they depend on America to fix things. Okay, they depend on America. Like I said, the grid go down. Certain people, they won't be. They're gonna expect America to fix this thing. Doesn't mean they're gonna bug the fuck out and wild out. But they're going to expect America to fix this thing, and we coming into a time where the only answer is going to be to fix anything is going to be to take that mark, the MOTB. All right, this is Isaiah 31:1. And it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many, right? So people are conditioned to depend on Babylon the Great, to depend on America. Okay? America's going to fix it. America's going to cut us checks. America's going to fix everything. All right? The people are conditioned to depend on Babylon the Great. But it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Okay? Because you just think America's going to always be able to pop in and fix everything, but they're not. All right? And stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. All right? Because America is the big bad country. America is the so-called land of the free. The so-called best country in the world. All right? The strongest, the mightiest. All the money, all of the opportunity. Yeah, but America is being brought low. Okay? It says, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Right? They depend on man. Okay? More than they look to depend on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay? The power that controls everything. All right? They've elected to depend and run down to Egypt for help. Run to Esau, Edom. All right? They've given no time, okay, to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. They have no faith. All right? So when the grid gets hit, hey, they're gonna be waiting on America to fix it. All right? But this is the times that we're in, man. Just wanted to report on this real quick. Let's see what else I got. Let's see. Yeah, let's get this real quick. I'll close out here. Because we are supposed to measure the times, man, as the scriptures say. All right? And that's what we're doing. We're measuring the times. We're watching the way that this world is operating. We have a keen sense of knowing, of being able to figure out the times that we're in. That's all through the Spirit, first and foremost, you know. But we're supposed to measure the times. We're watching. These are all tests that this place is doing. They'll shut down the grid and hit something for 5 seconds. It'll go back up, right? They're testing shit, man. All right. Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not seen since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be. All right. So great tribulation is coming, man. Can you imagine the grid being hit, a power outage in America? Can you imagine that for 24 hours? Can you imagine that for 48 hours? Well, get ready. Get ready. Okay? Get ready. Because we are in those times. Okay? It just happened. It just happened here. All right? In the EU. And it's happened in other places. This ain't nothing new. But this is just the latest. Okay? This is just the latest situation that happened in Madrid. All right? Matthew 24:21 again. For then shall be great tribulation. Okay, you fucking people who love this internet, your internet's going to be down for 24 hours. What you going to do for 48 hours? What you going to do? You're going to bug out. All right? All of these machines that are powered up, keeping people on life support. What happens when the backup grid goes down? All right? A lot of casualties, a lot of chaos. All right, so that's all I got. This is Coming to America, man. All right, this is a quick hitter series. Part 3, blackouts are coming to America. The grid's getting hit. Tribulation is about to happen. Perilous times. We are in them. All right? That's all I got, man. Call hello, Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushua, B'Shem Rakakwadash. If you get anything from this lesson, please know and understand the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. The name of His only begotten Son is Yahushua. Those are the names you call on now and in that dreadful day. Shalom.